Welcome back. So, I know I haven't posted any content to this channel in like a year and a half. In fact, I've actually reduced the content that I had on this channel and threw it up on my main channel, Knightsmith. So, why are you getting a video now? Well, I want to start doing a weekly wrap-up. It'll be a way to organize my thoughts, recap this whole week, the whole week that I've done, give you guys a possible insight, and probably use this as a perk for my Patreon members. I might make this channel private in the future, and have it as a perk for my patrons over on Patreon. But I think this is just a good, healthy thing for me to do for my own mental health, and me posting to this channel was originally supposed to be the whole behind-the-scenes thing, and that's what you're getting. Behind-the-scenes look into my mind right now. So, purpose of that. There are two projects I have started on that have nothing to do with, or little to do with Knightsmith. The first one is I started a new channel, Late Night ASMR. It's just a foray into the whole ASMR world. And it fuels the next thing I'm going to be talking about. Sorry it's so late. I lost track of time today. But ASMR is autonomic sensory meridian response. Basically, its primary purpose is to help people with synesthesia, which is your brain's basically cross-wired. You feel sounds, you taste colors, that sort of thing. But a lot of people really enjoy it, and personally, I think it's a good exercise for me, both mentally, creatively, and for my own voice. It's also forcing me to learn how to use Audacity, which is a music or voice program. So it does further my comprehensive knowledge. The next, I keep looking over because I didn't do it on my last video. I actually wrote a list out this time, so I don't wander off point too much. So the ASMR kind of feeds the next thing, which was the point of my last video. I'm getting into voiceover work, or at least I'm trying to. It's a good way to set up a passive income stream if you can win the audition for books, because you can either get paid by the hour, a finished hour of audio, which learning Audacity helps greatly in that, or you can choose 50% royalties for 7 years. Now, I don't know about you, but even though I need the money now, if I'm trying to set up a sustainable at-home living scenario in the future for when I have kids, I need a long-term passive income stream. And short of playing the stock market or owning a lot of real estate, which I'm doing neither of, this is a great way to set that up. So I'm trying my hand at it and seeing where it goes. Alright, so future of Knightsmith. There's been a lot of issues recently. First off, I had this mental funk over the last several months that I'm just now coming out of. you know, me and the wife moved in with the in-laws, so space is obviously very reduced. I don't have a shop, so I can't really put out projects. However, that does free up my time to focus on the Philosophy Wednesdays and the Manliness Mondays, which I do have quite a few things planned for that. A lot of those, the better ones, though, the more finished ones, won't be able to come out until after October 5th. Just because, probably be like 2 weeks after October 5th. Just because I am starting a new job Monday, which I am super stoked for. I've been out of work for like 3-4 months. And I've been going insane. So, I mean, half that's my own fault. But either way. Starting a new job on Monday, and I have a wedding to plan for on October 5th. Which, even though I'm married, that was a whole kind of strange circumstance. Her grandmother was dying of brain cancer. The same brain cancer that just killed John McCain. And we really wanted her to be present for our wedding. So we just did a small thing. We organized it in less than 2 weeks. Just my parents, her grandparents, my brother and sister and her sister. At her grandmother's bedside. She had a hospital bed at the house. We did a ceremony right there in the living room. But, at the same time, we had already put out a lot of money for, our wedding in October 5th, which when it was originally planned for. So, we already put out all that planning, all that money into it. So we figured, we're still going to do it. We're going to renew our vows in front of everyone, our family, our friends, still have the big wedding, the big reception. So we're going through with that right now, and it is so much more work than I thought it was going to be. So that's sucking up a lot of time and a lot of resources, both financially and mentally. OBS, which is the system I am recording on right now. It's open source, open broadcast source studio. It's not as intuitive as it could be. However, it's free and it gives awesome quality. I wish you guys could see the live streams as I'm recording them. Pardon me. And what I mean by that is, without all the lag, which is just, a function of living here, because we just have really slow internet and there's no other provider. So, long upload times and lag is something we're all just gonna have to deal with for the next 6-8 months, whatever it is. But I do want to set up different, profiles or scene collections, however it's worded, in OBS, so that each time I do record in here, it'll be its own profile for the Friday wrap-ups, the weekly wrap-up. This is the Manliness Monday stream right now. Live stream. You know, I have the ticker on the bottom. I have different scenes and stuff. If you've seen any of the live streams, you know the deal. But I want a different one for the Manliness Mondays. I want a different one for the philosophy. I want one for the weekly roundup. And I do want to bring back the question and answer hangouts. I only did it once. But there's a lot of projects I have in the future that have a lot of slow, tedious work. But it's stuff I don't really have to pay a super amount of attention to. It's kind of monotonous things, which I can do while I'm answering your questions. So, you know, those are a few things that are coming up with the OBS projects. I don't even know how I'm going to address that right now, just by virtue of not having a shop. Manliness Mondays, I do want to do a few cooking things for the Manliness Mondays, because I think it's important that guys do know how to cook at least a few simple things. I want to show you all how to make beard balm, because I think it's important that, even though I want you to buy mine because it's awesome, it smells great for your face and beard and skin and hair follicles, you should try your hand at it, because maybe my formula doesn't work with your body chemistry, or maybe the best way, or maybe some of the different off-the-shelf products that you get you don't like the smell exactly. And I think it's important for you to, even if you have a favorite brand like, you know, Knightsmith beard balm, it's the best beard balm, by the way. Even though if that's your favorite, that one works great with your body chemistry, I still think you should always, you know, try out different products from time to time. Just so you don't get into a rut. Maybe your body chemistry does change a little bit over, you know, 2 years or 6 months or whatever, and having that new smell, that new mixture, will be a better option for you. So I want to teach you guys how to do that for yourself, so you can find scents you like and then tweak it. You know, you like the Amish guys bay rum, but it needs a little extra something. Well, if you watch my video, you'll be able to find, you know, make your own and then tweak that to something that is perfect for you. And 6 months down the road, you want a different smell. Well, now you kind of have an understanding. You can try it out. So, anyways, that's one thing I want to do for the Manliness Mondays. For the Philosophy Wednesdays. Okay, there's a few things I want to do on here. One is I have to learn how to coordinate with Matt, the Airborne Surfer. I did a few philosophies with him, but there's a little contention between my buddy Mike and Matt, differing viewpoints. So I'd have to figure out how to cast from him, or not cast, but record from his source into my computer while recording Mike and myself simultaneously and all talking. I'm not sure how to do that best. Probably like a Google Hangout and use the OSB to use that as a media source, maybe, which is one of the reasons why I'm trying to really get into using OSB. I think it gives a bit more of a professional look to things, and it does have a lot of functionality that I don't have right now, and I'm not able to take advantage of. So that'll be a good thing. Also, there's a bunch of things I want to revisit after watching the entirety of the Crash Course Philosophy. There's like 40 or 50 videos, and it really made me reconsider a lot of things. My opinions have not changed on a lot, but it has made me reconsider a plethora of things, beliefs that I hold near and dear to my heart that I really had to examine, and I would like to touch on that. That might even be a solo, series of videos, 4 videos or 3 videos or whatever. But so that's the future of Knightsmith. Now, I do have a new job. Starting on Monday, I'm going to be back in the drafting world, but I'm going to be working for an engineering company as their draftsman, and I'm going to wear like 30 different hats at the company. But I think that's cool because it keeps me from stagnating. It keeps me from getting bored if I'm always doing something new, something different, something interesting, exciting. It'll be good for me. I think that'll be, I can grow within this company, but I think personally this will allow me to grow a lot just as a person and professionally as a draftsman. So, this video did drag on for a little bit longer than I would have liked. However, it is the first Friday weekly wrap-up. So, the first one's supposed to be long, right? Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next week.